Students, today we will be discussing the church history, like the church up to the 12th century. This is your chapter number 16. Mainly, we will be discussing is 1054 AD. There was a division between the east and the west. So, we will be, this topic is about the universal Christian church and the same tradition which it followed previously, but due to some reason it was divided into two groups. Okay, so first group was Eastern churches. Okay, Eastern churches, in which Eastern Orthodox churches are there. Okay, Eastern or Orthodox churches. And the second division is the Western churches, primarily consisting of Latin churches with their headquarters in Rome. So these two were the basic divisions. It got divided into two, and we will be studying that in detail. Uh, this is for the class 9 Sunday school, and the chapter, as I told earlier, is chapter number 16, and the church up to the 12th century. This will be a short session. Okay, so we will go forward. We need to understand this, that Emperor Constantine, at his point of time, the Roman Empire has expanded so much that you can see in the map itself, the you can see the Emperor Constantine's picture out here. So okay, this is Emperor Constantine, and when in his time the Roman Empire was so big that it was very difficult to manage from this part, Rome. You can see the Roman Empire is this much. Okay, so at from this small town or city, Rome, it was very difficult to manage. So what Emperor Constantine he did is that he shifted in AD 330 330. Okay, Emperor Constantine shifted his capital from Rome. Okay, from Rome he shifted his capital, and he made Constantinople as his capital in AD 330. Okay, this is where the problem started. Okay, so previously it was Rome, and from Rome he used to, all emperors, Roman emperors used to govern. But due to the size of the empire expanding so vastly, it was not able to manage from one particular location, one particular capital, Rome. So he shifted his base from Rome to Constantinople, which is the present day Turkey. In Turkey, it is Istanbul. The city is Istanbul right now. Okay. Now the second, uh, this what has happened is that in AD 395. Okay, in AD 395, Emperor Devadosis, okay, divided the empire. This is the Western Empire. You can see this is the Western Empire, and this is you will be able to see right now. Okay, that was the Western Empire, and this in red color the Western Empire, and in orange color it is the Eastern Empire. Okay, so this is the Eastern Empire. So you can see the it was divided into two, Western and Eastern. Okay, Western Empire and the Eastern Empire. So this was done to administer properly. So all the concerns pertaining to the Western Empire, Rome was the headquarters, and all the um, decision making for the Eastern Empire was done from the Constantinople. Now we'll move forward. We have to see what is ecumenical general council. Okay, what has happened is that the empire has expanded so much that it was very difficult. There was very many disputes within the Christians. Okay, regarding the many things, liturgy, regarding sacraments, regarding many rituals, regarding many things. So every area used to follow something different. So there was no commonality. So when it comes to a general topic, like for example we will be studying forward detail. So just to generalize, there was many disputes between the Christians at that point of time, because every area used to practice different being Christians, they used to follow different rituals and different sacraments. So for that reason, the emperor, you can see in the picture itself, there is an emperor sitting out here. Okay, emperor has taken initiative. This is the emperor. Okay, he has taken the initiative to call a council, so that there should be a consensus between all of them. So this ecumenical council or the general council is, in simple language, is called a synod. Okay, in synod what happens is that it is the meeting of bishops of the whole church. Whole church means, the you had seen previously, the empire is so big that at every part there are different bishops. Okay, every part and every continent, you can see every places, like in Greece there is a different bishop, and Turkey there is a different bishop, and everywhere there are certain different bishops, and there are separate churches also. So this ecumenical general council is a council of meeting of bishops of the whole church. Okay, whole church, where local councils also members used to participate. Okay, area representing the area provinces or patriarchs. Patriarchs were basically from the eastern side. Eastern side they used to call patriarchs, and in the western side they used to call bishops. Okay. Now we will be discussing the Council of Chalcedon. Okay, Chalcedon is basically in Turkey itself. Okay, the Council of Chalcedon was the fourth ecumenical council. Okay, fourth meeting called by the Emperor Marican. It was convened in Chalcedon itself. Okay, in Chalcedon, this happened in 451 AD. Okay, so 451 AD, this was the fourth ecumenical council. The first we will be discussing, the second, the third, and this is the fourth in AD 451. Okay, what happened in the first we will be discussing that later. Second, third, and this is the fourth. Okay, so you can see again the emperor calling for a consensus between the disputes. If they were not able to come to consensus, the emperor itself used to make the decision. Okay, so generally in most of the cases, uh, that was the scenario. What had happened is that every in this synod there were disputes, and when they couldn't come to a consensus, they 90% they used to approach. Most of the times they used to approach the emperor, and the emperor used to give a solution of that dispute. Now, after the Synod of Chalcedon, which had happened, as I said, in 451 AD, okay, 451 AD, the church was divided. The church was divided into two halves. One that accepted the decision of the council, and second that did not accept the decision of the council. So, Western Church and the Church of Constantinople only accepted the decision of the Council of Chalcedon, and more than 90% did not accept the Synod's decision at Chalcedon. Now the Great Schism